Good morning, everybody. Sorry, had a coughing spell there. Hope everybody's having a good morning. And it's not raining for the next few minutes here. Good morning, Hank. Good morning, Javis. As I said, good morning, Hank. Yeah, I still have it. I thought I was about to get rid of it, but it seems to come back. Um, Good morning, Vintage. Yesterday it just started coming back on strong. I don't know. Here's a here's a Todrick. Good morning, Todd.
Morning. What's up? What's up?
Not much. Good morning, Lag. Um, well, nobody so far. Uh, the girls came out to North Carolina somewhat. I can't get rid of this cough. Happy birthday! My birthday's not till December the 3rd. And all you people that give me a hard time all the time on December the 3rd, remember that super chat. You have to pay for the right. If all allergies are causing drainage, then a yucky cough. It's not necessarily. I don't know. The doctor said it's like the flu, and I just been taking Nyquil, Dayquil, and Mucinex, which is what they said to take.
International Beer Day.
And he hasn't figured out how to do it in sign language. Texas, don't start. Has nothing to do with cats. Anyway, what I started to say was the girls came out to North Carolina last year.
What girls?
Uh, well, Valerie,
Oh, you're talking about
Beth came
Maggie
out
and
here, and
Beth.
Maggie came down here, and they went to the Land of Oz thing they have every year in the fall. Well, they've canceled it for this fall because they're still recuperating from the hurricane. Well, that's the reason I went vintage to the doctor to make sure it wasn't the pneumonia, and they said my lungs was clear because they did X-rays. So if Beth pops in here or Maggie pops in, I'll let them know that apparently it has been canceled.
Yeah, Monday my doctor suggested getting the pneumonia vaccine.
Did
I,
he? Did
I
you get
should
one?
do that. No, but I should. It's harder on somebody my age than it is a young pup like Hank or whoever.
Yeah. You
But I've
know,
never had pneumonia, so
I don't. No, that was a infection. When we came back from Russia with Sergey, I ended up in the hospital for with a few days for with a lung infection because everything over there is diesel. Yeah, yeah, you do that. See what lags Todd has to say about that. Not Todd,
I have done some
Scott.
of the old man stuff. I got the shingles vaccinations. My dad suffered with shingles, so I don't.
Well, I have shingles, and they said it wouldn't do any good. So once you have it, it doesn't really do anything for it. So I haven't gotten any of the vaccines. It's like a preventative.
My blood work did show that I'm low on B12,
Uh
so
huh. So you taking a supplement now?
he made me. He said you could get an iron infusion. I don't know what B12 has to do with iron, but I could get a iron infusion or uh, see if taking B12 will fix it. So I opted for the B12. I didn't know there was a correlation between B12 and needing an iron infusion, but
Dang, Todd.
what?
If you need an iron fusion, you need to be eating stuff with lots of iron in it.
Well, that makes sense, Tom. Thanks for the suggestion.
No, because usually men, they used. Does anybody remember Geritol? Good morning, Tactical.
Yeah.
Okay, well, men shouldn't be taking. For the longest time, they were saying men shouldn't be taking it because men don't. They have to worry about having too much iron. So that's the reason a lot of the multivitamins have cut way back on their iron. You know, in their makeup. Movie recommendation: Old Henry, currently on Prime. Best hidden movie during COVID, 4-star feature.
Apparently so, Robin. And it's weird because they used to do a little test when you gave blood. They'd
Right,
take a little sample of your blood and drop it into a test tube,
right.
and it would measure how much iron was in your system. And so often I would give blood, and they would say, "Oh my, you have a lot of iron." Like I've never seen a reading this high and stuff like that.
Right.
But I guess I've gone backwards from that. I don't know.
It's maybe it's a thing that happens when you get old, and I need to be concerned about it too. But when I've had blood work done, they've never mentioned about it being off. So
Well, it's probably not off if they don't mention it.
yeah,
I was kind of surprised by that, but silver levels check. I'm pretty high on silver levels. Uh,
so anywho, I haven't done much of anything in the last week. I think we've eaten out just about every day or ordered in. Um,
Sound like Roberta's got a cough too.
yeah, she does have a cough too. I've been sleeping in a different room to keep her from probably in the multivitamin I take. I don't take do I take a magnesium supplement?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Uh, the pharmacy over here said, yeah, I do take a magnesium supplement. Um,
Well, that's not happening in baseball.
so anyway, like I said, until yesterday, I thought I was making a good recovery, which my son has had this thing for like 3 weeks and he still has a cough. So
B12. I'm low on red blood cells. Okay. Yeah, they said something about that.
do they have are they concerned about anything about your red blood cells being low, or are they just like you need to have this? You need to take something with iron in it.
They didn't say anything about taking iron except for the iron infusion. But yeah, not enough red blood. No wonder I'm not getting enough oxygen to my brain
Ah,
because you need your red blood cells to circulate the oxygen around your body, don't you?
yeah, absolutely. So you going to go meet with the girlfriends today?
Oh yeah, got to go give the old gals at the Lutheran Ministries a thrill, you know.
You got to go share the Todd with them a little bit, huh?
Yep. I need some more good inventory. You know, I've got a bunch of stuff, but I tend to make my most money off of the better things that I get. You quit trying to sell these $10 items. It's hard to. I watched Profit Profit First Kid.
Right.
I call him a kid. He's probably 40, 45. But he did a video yesterday about, you know, just move the low value stuff out of your store. It's taking up space. And,
Well, that was something I was going to ask you after you made what your last comment was.
yeah,
How
I have been buying some good stuff. You know, it's like I bought that sewing machine and sold it for 500.
right?
It's not like I don't get some good stuff. It's just like I get a bunch of stuff.
Instead of having 20,000 items listed, while you've got these 20,000 items listed, and I'm just throwing that number out there because I think you only got what, like 2,000 listings?
Yeah,
Anyway, while you got all this stuff listed, do you think it would be a good idea to start looking for more of the high value stuff, or the where you can make more? Yeah, you can make a lot more money off of them, like the sewing machine and things like that. The boots that you buy for $5 and you sell for 100. Um, so
yeah. And I basically buy all that stuff that I find, but I may need to expand my sourcing opportunities even more. I don't know.
like you said, to get rid of the $5 profit margin, and which takes up space and everything else.
Yeah, you know, Profit Guy, he was saying, even if you have to take a loss, at least you're getting some of your money back and
Right.
move on and get it out of your storage area. It's like the classroom buyouts that I did. There's been a whole bunch of good stuff in there. In fact, I spent 1,200 on that stuff, and I've sold 2,000 so far. So
So you're 800 in the plus, and you still got stuff to sell.
Right. But now some of the stuff that came with it is just sitting there not moving. I got 3 cases of notebook paper, just classroom notebook paper.
Hold that thought. Jabus, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Good morning, Pink. Um,
It's brand new and cellophane package. There's like 12 in a case, and I listed them by the case. But they're just sitting there. Nobody's buying them yet. And now would be the time to get it sold if it's going to sell, huh?
yeah, 'cause it's
Stuff like that. And I won't be taking a loss to sell it for cheap, but um,
you'd like to maximize your return off of it.
yeah, there's a fine line there in there between returns and storage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Also, have a good bunch of items that are projects. I
Yeah.
got I got a lot of like a half dozen Coleman lanterns, and they all need to be tested and some cleaning done and this and that.
No, are they the ones where they take the white gas or whatever it was called, or do
Yep,
they use the canisters?
white gas. I think I got one with the canister too. But that season is winding down for camping, so
I don't know. A lot of people camp year round, and there's all of the.
no, like that's one of my projects.
Do
I'm
they have
thinking,
plugs on them?
no, they're all hardwired, and every one of them the wires are cut.
So you're
But
gonna you'd
I
have
just need to I just need to get out and tear them down and sell parts out of them. I'm pretty sure.
because you live in a small town, so I don't doubt there is. But I was gonna say, is there anybody in town that has a?
Yeah, but
Excuse
like
me.
sometimes when you buy a project, you don't know it's a project until you get it.
And they're not. I
It's like
don't think Todd's boys are interested in taking on projects like that. Good morning, Ron.
how what? Like when I bought the hand dryers, I didn't know if they worked or didn't work or what kind of condition they were in. The auction was quite a ways away to go preview them, so I just bought them blind, and so a lot of times I'll buy stuff at an auction and it'll be really good, or I'll buy stuff at an auction and it won't be so good.
Good morning, Flip It.
Craig, I started taking one apart and it was in such bad shape I just threw it away. So now I've got all the other ones left to go.
Um, since you're taking them apart to test them and everything, why you got if they don't work? Have you thought about like pulling the motors out of them and throw them in a pile and then just taking
Yeah,
the different stuff to the recycler?
the one I did try was in such bad shape I didn't want to even go any further with taking it apart, so I just chucked it.
Is there any good metals in them?
I don't know. I'm not a scrapper. I don't want to go into that business.
Well, I know, but you got all this stuff, and if you can make a little bit of your return on it, give Gwen a power screwdriver and tell her to go at it.
Yeah.
If Todd was to tell Gwen to do that, she'd be on the phone calling the old folks home because he has lost his mind. Is what she's thinking. With some, you're right, Greg.
I just need to continue improving my picking and so on and so forth. I mean, the school auction was a great buy, but there's stuff in there that's not worth trying to sell. You know? I've thrown a lot of that stuff away.
It was like there was an auction that was it was down towards Charleston. It was well, it wasn't an auction. It was a state sale.
I haven't, Ron. I don't have the type of stuff that would make sense for me to buy the software. I do plan on doing the 10 free listing thing, but you know,
Actually,
I haven't tried it. Tactical. He won't let that go.
yeah. What I was trying to say was it was an estate sale, but they were doing auctions on high bid, and they had like three cameras, and one of them was like $286 is what it was selling for you on eBay, not tested, and the last time I looked at it, it was like $35 is what the bid was on it. But there was nothing else in the auction that I wanted that I would have bid on, and 3 hours for one item, even at say $200 profit. I mean, even at let's see, it's like 2.5 hours down there, and then 2.5 hours back. So 5 hours divided by that's still. I mean, that's $40 an hour, but um, anyway, that's a lot of driving time, and maybe that's not the way I should think about it. But if I was going down there and picking up multiple things, that would be it. I mean, that would be okay, but hell yes, that Saturn would make it that far, Craig. I don't have a problem about. I don't have a bad thought at all about. Except the air conditioning don't work out. Quit working, and I'm not. It's too close to the end of the season to worry about that right now. But I would not have a problem jumping in that thing and headed towards Alabama. Not at all. So y'all just leave my Saturn alone.
So here's an example.
Okay.
It's a Nikon D3200. And it's got a little problem with it. And I've watched the video on how to fix it. And I just haven't done it yet. This is a $99 parts camera, or it's a $300 working camera. But I just got to sit down and take out the little screws and fix the thing that the video says to do.
Right. So what's the difference between selling it as is and if you spend a little bit of time to try to get it fixed?
Lag says throw it out. What's the difference? $200.
Then fix the damn thing, Todd.
I know, but
Get off,
I have other things too.
get off the daggum YouTubes and fix it. Yeah, the mold is a thing, Craig. Um, Tactical. The people that I know have Kias, they don't have any problem. They don't have problems with it. And they have a pretty damn good warranty. Um, so I don't think they expect, or they don't want a lot of people using that warranty. That's my, my experience with it. They're a little light. A lot of cars these days are a little light. I want a 1982 Cadillac Seville. That one of those going down the road. They'll suck damn little imports in up against it like a battleship pulling through a marina. Yeah, but like you allegedly only deal with high end items.
I thought you were fixing to call him a legend.
No, allegedly. Did you really, Craig? Um, there is a Hispanic fella that lives across the street from us, and one of his workers, because he has a big yard lawn service. Excuse me, his workers have like one of the original Kia minivans, and I've heard him drive by. It doesn't rattle, make noise other than normal engine work. So I think people just make fun of them because they're all crap. They all ride light. They're all noisy, road noise. I drove my mom's Honda. I drove my mom's Honda down to the funeral, and oh my God, the road noise in South Carolina. Because South Carolina has put down on top of their interstates, they're putting down this top layer that when we do get snow and ice, it melts off real fast and it dries real fast. But God, it makes a lot of noise. So what kind of it's doing okay. Uh, like what kind of stuff are you what kind of stuff do you throw out?
He never talks about what he sells, Tom.
I know he doesn't, but he's making a lot of statements, and so he's got time. He's got to come up with some stuff. I got rid of a lot of junk this week, and this felt great. One of the things about Whatnot, and if I understand.
Lag, look what you did to poor Tom. Damn it, Lag.
That's funny there, Lag. Um, Now I forgot what I was going to say. Give me a minute. Let me back up through the conversation. Blah 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 blah. Um, Todd, that damn G Shock and the reefs are going to be your. That's going to be what everybody talks about.
I know. He should talk about the tripod. It's sold for the same amount.
Yeah,
Switch over to that.
yeah. You saw that tripod that you bought.
I can't touch used shoes. Too Ricky.
Yeah. You mean icky?
Is it risky or is it icky?
Yeah. Or he's taken risky and icky and he's put it together and now it's icky. Um, icky.
Do. So what's the top categories in your sales, Tom?
Bike
Yes.
stuff.
But that's pretty much all you sell.
Well, I mean, I got some Christmas ornaments, some Hallmark stuff. Um, oh, I know what I was going to say a while ago, and I said I forgot what I was going to say. On Whatnot, if I'm correct on this, and if Scott, you're listening, or any of you people know, let me know that I'm wrong. You can put up to 5 pounds of stuff in a priority box, large priority box for like $9.50. And I'm thinking about just taking priority because I've ordered some because they don't keep the regular priority boxes in stock at our local post office, and just start trying to find like-minded stuff and fill in the box full. 921, is that what it is,
I
Craig?
sell such a wide variety of stuff. The highest, my highest sales category is 6% of my total sales.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. I was reading what Lag was saying.
Okay, if I look at my year to date sales,
Right,
right? You scroll down your year to date sales and you get to categories.
right.
And the highest category of my sales is 6%. I'm like, wow, that is not niched.
No,
And it goes down from there, each category I sell in. But the highest category is because of the electric plugs. I've sold about $3,000 worth of electric plugs out of that. And I bought those at the same time I bought the toothbrush holders. Didn't sell a single toothbrush holder.
right.
And yes, like I've thrown most of them out. I kept some back just for fun. But that pallet of electric plugs, I started with like 2,500 of them, and I've only got like 500 left. So my highest category for the year is because of those electric plugs. Yeah, you'd be amazed how much stuff I throw out, like.
Jump off the front porch here for a second. My black cat, who is a kitten compared to the rest of them, the other ones are like many years old, and he's only like 3. He's got this long white tube that if you a cat person, you know what I'm talking about. It's got big holes that they can crawl in on the side, or they can run up and down through the middle of it. and it must be 6 feet long. And he drags that sucker around this house. You never know when that thing's going to be flying it, where you're going to find it. And Roberta was just calling my name, and it's because he has pulled it all the way in here. And usually it's in the living room. But what I was saying about the whatnot thing, I just think, maybe that because if you got some heavy stuff that's not being sold, yeah, it was Riva. I think it's the one he was talking about. Um, I just think that'd be because I don't know about the auction, the live auction thing. I mean, people are making money at it, but like I said, if you got a bunch of stuff that you just want to get rid of, fill a box full, put a price on it, and stick it in the buy it now. And if nothing else, people will buy it and resell it, individually, just to get rid of it. And maybe it's stuff that it doesn't justify listing it on its own. But if you have a bunch of like-minded stuff that you could throw in a box and ship it out, then take advantage of the shipping. It's always amazing that all these other all these other platforms can get this great shipping, and the eBaster can't.
So, anyway, all my woes aside, I bring up my woes because I wanted to become a better seller, but I am making more this year than I've ever made. So,
How are you towards your
my big goal,
your big goal? You getting closer to it?
not really. I'm still about 5 grand behind, but that could be just one more bad buy away. It's kind of funny though, you buy a pallet lot of stuff or a box lot of stuff from an auction, and some of it's good and some of it's bad. But yeah, the reason I thought about categories on my store was what Lag brought up about used shoes. My second best selling items for the year to date is shoes and boots.
Yeah, you sell a lot of cowboy boots, or
So
I'm gonna call them work boots.
3% of my sales are men's shoes and boots.
My son has
And then a one
steel-toed
and a
boots.
1.5% is jackets.
Call from spam risk.
Spam. I don't have time for you today. Um, my
No,
son has he
actually, there's several categories of shoes. So I'm like 8% of my sales come from shoes. I should do high end boots. Yeah, if I can find them, I'm down with that.
you sell all kinds of boots, don't you?
Yeah, work boots, cowboy boots, whatever I can get.
But my son, he wears a steel-toed boot to work,
Okay,
and he goes through those things. He wears them out, the
okay.
the, the soles off of them. And I told him, I said, why don't you look on eBay and see if you can't find some that's people have bought, don't like, and they're that are in your size, and there's not any wear on them. You probably could get a lot better deal on them.
He always buys new.
He always orders them from this company, and they ship them to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
which he's on his feet all day long when he's at work. So he needs to get him a smartwatch with a step counter on it or something like that. See how many steps he goes in. Good morning, Chaz.
Morning, Chastity.
Chaz, did you not get those orders out last week?
Shoot, I bet I bought 300 pairs of shoes and boots from the from the Lutherans this year.
How many pairs did you still have that you hadn't sold yet?
I don't know.
You sell through those shoes pretty fast, though, don't you? Normally, except for the. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not making fun of you, nothing. The reefs, you know.
Well, the Reese would sell fast if they were in good shape, but
Yeah. You don't have them listed, do you?
yeah,
Oh, you did list them. Okay.
yeah, I put them up for $9.99.
Have you had any lookers at it?
Just had a few clicks, but I'll probably wind up throwing them out.
Craig, she'll come whoop your behind.
Shoes don't take up as much room as Coleman lanterns, though, so they're
Right.
not a problem. I can put a lot of pairs of shoes into a tote, stick it on the shelf.
Craig, Chaz is from the western side of South Carolina. She'll come kick your butt.
I bet she could.
They have tough girls over in western South Carolina.
Chaz is, that's what you go by? Oh, okay.
Well, that's what she changed her name because Scott was giving her such a hard time, I think.
What? You could have told me that at the Nashville meetup, and I would have called you Chaz all this time, but you just let me call you Chastity all the time, which I don't mind either way. Crunchy jackets.
The next time she's with Scott, they'll probably have a throwdown.
Yeah.
um,
But boy, as bad a seller as I am. Oh, Craig, what did you send me, you asshole? Let me go look what Craig sent me on one of my listings.
okay.
Uh,
Todd, you're a good seller.
he made a comment on the Reefs shoes.
Uh,
$11.99 is a high for some worn out Reefs. If I buy them for 49 cents, would you just throw them away?
Send him $9.99 and he'll throw them away.
Make me an offer, Craig.
Yeah.
No, don't make me an offer.
No,
I'm going to wind up just throwing those away. Let me see how many views I've had on that. Man, those have had 148 views. Wonder if anybody's watching it. Of course, out of the 148 views, it's you guys in the side chat have probably viewed it 130 times.
I haven't looked at it one time.
Let's see.
Baseball's making a dollar bid on it. Does this look like it's a dadgum whatnot show?
The Reef shoes had 3 watchers. I wish it would tell me who the watchers are. Wouldn't it be great to see who all the watchers are on a pair of shoes. But anyway, y'all don't let me live down my bad buys. Y'all
I
are
don't. I'm not saying a thing.
oh
I,
bullshit,
I'm not saying the thing.
bullshit. How many times have you brought up toothbrush holders?
That's funny.
See,
but
don't,
that's not your
there.
fault.
That's a total lie, Tom. You just told a lie right here live. You give me a hard time on just about every
But
bad buy I've ever
that
had.
was not your fault. What's funny about that was that you thought you were buying a million toothbrushes in holders, and all you got was the holders. That's funny there. I mean, picking at you funny. Seriously, if you had to
Thanks.
pay big bucks for it, that wouldn't have been funny. But
Thanks for having my back, Tactical. I appreciate that.
but you have a lot of good
I
buys.
can't believe you just lied like that, Tom.
No, that's funny there, but that's not your fault. That's not your fault, and I've said that all along. That's not your fault because the average ad was kind of misleading. Excuse me.
But in the same at the same Lutheran sale that I got the Reeves, I got 10 other pair of good shoes to sell,
Yeah,
and most of those are gone. So sometimes I just grab up stuff and shove them in. Time is money, so I just grab it up and go.
are those reefs like water shoes?
They're just flip flops. Yeah, they're water shoes. Yeah, that's what Profit First was saying that yesterday. Just even if you have to take a loss, a sale is a sale.
Yeah,
If you can get any money back for it, even if you have to take a loss, that's better than just throwing it out or donating it.
yeah.
Slip flops. Yeah.
If you're at the seriously though, if you're at the beach and you have them on, I mean, you're looking for protecting the sole of your foot on hot sand, especially if you're wearing them into to the water. It's not like you're going to go hiking the Smoky Mountains Trail that's 8 miles long. Good morning, Glenn. Glad to see you. Because any of those, any of those beach shoes or those swim shoes, whatever, and I've got a couple pairs of them. I don't want to do too much walking in them because they're not made for walking. They're meant for frolicking in the ocean or the lake.
Right.
So if they're reefs and they look good, even though they don't have any soles left on them, so to speak, people will buy them because hey, they're wearing reefs. And I'm assuming that's a popular brand. But that's just my opinion. And I have many. Oh, Landshark said you should be down to 2 watchers now. See, that's just the thing about it is these people think they're rough. Well, in my case, yes, that's what it would mean. Texas. You know, you want to protect those children's feet from the hot sand. But guys, the sole of my feet are nothing but one big callus because I never wore shoes. I still don't wear shoes a lot. I'll go outside with just barefooted. Um, so you're gonna go hang out with the girlfriends today.
Sure.
Put on the splash on that high karate. Don't forget to do your warm up before you have to go inside now. So you're ready to fight them off.
Do my stretches.
Yeah, do your stretches. Get ready to do battle with the. that premise might make it, not the high karate part, but battling with the Lutherans might make a good TV show. They can make funny. They can make shows out of everything else. How about just a bunch of old women running a church thrift store,
Yeah.
and the men that come in trying to
I should
smooze their way into some bargains.
I should I should do a video on the Lutheran rummage sale.
Yeah,
Uh,
tell them that you're going to make them famous. But you
I
don't want.
think I think if I took a camera around in there, there would be a bunch that would just say, "Oh, don't put me on video."
But you know what? Also, people like Texas and Beth and Ron and all those other Texas, you know, Valerie, they might drive up just to be on Thursdays just to get your honey hole.
Frolic as in flopping around like a beach toy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just now saw that.
Texas is being funny this morning.
He's good at that.
Either that or you'll do a video and everybody be screaming, "You walk past that? You walk past that? Look at that. That's worth some money there," and you walk right past it. So I just leave it be. You're making enough YouTube money without having to share
Ooh,
your secrets.
at the rummage sale this week, all bar glasses, wine glasses, and beer mugs are for free. Sweet. I'll be right back. Hang on.
He's got to go tell us, kiss his angel good morning. So what about the rest of you? What y'all got on for the agenda today? Is it really not, Ron? You and Todd ought to have lunch more often. North Carolina, Val and I, every time we see each other, talk, it's like, we got to get together for lunch. We got to get together for lunch. And we just never get around to it. $130 miles. That's a little ways. Try to not quit my full-time job, Chaz. Finch says, I'm not buying any inventory, only working my dust. I do have 4 sales for 143 on eBay, one on Macari. I think Scott said the other day that he had had a sale on Macari. Oh, they're working your nerve today? Lord knows. You just need to have an office meeting and get them all together and say, see that right there? That's my last nerve, and you're all messing with it. uh, I think it's a meme, and I think it was one with Dory from Finding Nemo. She goes, "Look, it's Mom's last nerve. Let's touch it." Oh, actually, only 103 miles. Well, y'all live pretty close together. You can drive to Todd's house at 103 miles quicker than I can drive to Valerie's house, which is on the north side of town, time wise. Because Todd lives out in the middle of nowhere. Valerie lives in the heart of the busy section of one of the busy sections of Charlotte. You might need to take a mental health day, Chaz. He don't want you getting messing with his women, Ron. He doesn't need another old dude coming in and messing with his women. Because we've talked about it so much. You know his secret is the high karate.
Yeah, it's probably not worth a 103-mile drive to go to the rummage sale. I rarely pull enough out every week to that would make a 103-mile drive worth it.
Well, it's back to school season. There might be a lot of stuff coming in where parents are going through their kids' stuff and, oh, you can't wear this anymore. The $150 Nikes, you know, that you've worn 4 times won't fit. So let's donate them. Now, mind you, for $140, you could have bought a car when I was a teenager. But let's just, move it into, cost of goods back in those days. If I'd have told my father that I want a pair of shoes that were $140, he would have taken me to the hospital immediately to make sure I hadn't had a stroke at a young age. In 1912, that's right, lag. And my parents have the house that my parents bought when we moved to Rock Hill was $27,000. It sold not too long ago for $370,000. Now, there's been like 5 owners since my parents owned it. But so things have got a little bit more expensive due to inflation and whatnot. School zones now.
Call from Spam Risk.
What do you? Is she vacuuming or is she got something in the blender?
Well, come on up, Ryan. Every Thursday at 10 a.m.
Olaf's, is that a good restaurant,
I
Ron?
can't afford Olaf's.
Yeah, probably so, lag. All right, it's 10 o'clock. I got to go. I got to run some errands. I got to get some papers notarized. I need to stop and get a gallon of vodka and see if I can get rid of this cold.
Gallon.
Actually, I guess should get some OFC.
Yeah, that's my printer bum crack.
So anyway, thanks for coming in here. Sorry, I was a little short of breath. Uh, Todd, thanks for coming in here and hanging out with me.
You bet.
Have a good time at the with the old ladies. And I say old ladies. You know, I'm old as hell too. So I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
saying it whiskey. Yeah,
the average age of the volunteers at the Lutheran rummage sale is about my age. So
the
they,
average age.
yeah, they qualify as old ladies like me.
Okay. Thanks everybody. Yeah, whiskey. That's
Yeah, the young chicks are in their 60s.
uh, my dad used to drink when he drank. He drank vintage. He drank OFC, which was like old French Canadian whiskey. But my brothers and cousins bastardized it and started calling it old frickin' Canadian. That stuff was nasty. You
Yeah,
could drink it. You could drink it, or you could degrease a diesel engine with it. Your choice.
I may or may not have a show tomorrow. We're kind of planning on going down to the Austin area to visit my oldest.
To visit who?
My oldest.
Oh, your oldest. Well,
So Gwen's been kind of sick though, so we're not sure if we're going or not.
yeah. Well, fix her a shot of whiskey and with a spoonful of honey in it, and it'll cure what ails you.
I don't think so. It's her gut that's been torn up.
Oh, has it?
So
All right. Y'all have a great one. Todd,
yeah,
just let me know what you plan to do tomorrow.
all
Bye.
right.
Bye, everybody.